Hello, everyone, and I am delighted to add my welcome to these enterprise portfolio management awareness sessions that my colleagues Katie and Leslie are running. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dan West. I work at the Department of Health. My role is the Chief Digital Information Officer. And the folks that you'll be talking to today would be my colleagues in the Digital Health and Care Northern Ireland team. What I thought I would do just at the start of this meeting is provide a couple of minutes of introduction to describe to you why I believe that the Enterprise Portfolio Management Office is really important, and I believe that it is going to be really important for all of you as well as you hear about what we're trying to achieve here today. I'm just going to share a few slides to help me with this introduction. So if anybody hasn't seen this picture before, it's the very high level summary of the accountabilities that I've got in this role as CDIO. This is what was agreed with Richard Pengelly, who I report to in the Department of Health, and has been the direction for the work that I've been doing over the last couple of years. There are 5 main areas, and I'll pause and talk about one just in a little bit more detail as part of this introduction here. The first area is setting the kind of vision and strategy for digital transformation of health and social care. The second one is organizing and managing digital delivery. The third is around improving the use of and value from health and care data. The fourth then is, as we're using data and systems more and differently, overseeing information governance and cyber and information security. And then the fifth area is quite a nebulous one about driving innovation and engagement and looking at emerging technologies and thinking about the health and social care digital innovation ecosystem in Northern Ireland and how we work with academia and the private sector. The one that I'll talk about a little bit more is number 2 here, organising and managing digital delivery for health and care. And that includes overseeing delivery frameworks and organisations and structures, and developing coherent and comprehensive investment plans. And through that, ensuring crucially that the really significant investment portfolio that we have put into health and care for digital over the last couple of years and will continue to do this year and in the future, that we are seeing the benefits, the value from that, from the citizen and staff perspective in health and social care. So for me, the PMO is a really key part of the operating model that we've put in place in this team, DHCNI, Digital Health and Care Northern Ireland. What you can see on this slide here is a high-level summary of that operating model, ranging from the development of that strategy that we just talked about in my accountabilities on the previous page, thinking about our data and analytics and insight capabilities, both in the centre and out in the arm's length body and provider trust organisations, all the way through to things like digital workforce and capability development and digital communications. The bit in dark blue in the middle here is where we manage the delivery of our portfolio and where we are focused at the moment through the work that Katie and Leslie have been doing, and we'll talk to you about more today, developing an enterprise portfolio management office capability. So that is where we develop our blueprint and do the commissioning of those projects and programs that are going to be in the portfolio in the future. And through that, we manage the kind of backlog of requirements that are as yet unmet within the system. We also do the portfolio management. So how do we maintain visibility and transparency of activities and dependencies across that portfolio, and how do we then provide similar transparency on delivery activities and progress that's being made, and any obstacles and challenges that are affecting our ability to deliver the portfolio. The third leg of the stool, if you think of it that way, around enterprise portfolio management is then the finances. So having established on a project and program basis the profile for both capital and revenue utilization for delivery of a set of outcomes, there then needs to be overarching management at the aggregated portfolio level of financial performance. And where inevitably programs and projects slip, we have good control and management of the impact of those slippages, both on our ability to deliver outcomes and dependencies within a particular year, but also our ability to then manage the impact on further years as we then do our longer range financial planning and forecasting. So you can see down the left-hand side of this slide, as we build these enterprise portfolio capabilities, there's a set of key objectives that we're seeking to achieve. And the hypothesis here is that we haven't been able to do these things historically, and the importance of development of these enterprise portfolio management functions is key, certainly for me and my accountabilities, but it's key for all of you as you then go through the process of defining, requesting, designing and implementing new technology solutions and leveraging the significant capital and revenue investments that we've got in the portfolio over the course of the next kind of 5 to 8 year horizon. So the objectives are effective discovery and prioritization work to improve the way the portfolio is designed and commissioned, and crucially developing the capacity to work through that backlog of critical new requirements and projects. Developing and maintaining that integrated portfolio delivery plan that covers all of the programs and projects, and crucially standardizes how we go about doing planning, how we define milestones, and then reporting of progress against those milestones in a really consistent and data-driven way. Delivering that new dependency management process, identifying and resolving the disconnects between the major and minor programs and projects within the portfolio, and understanding the critical path such that when one thing changes, which inevitably it will, that we are really good and rapid at managing the implications of those changes, not within that individual project or program, but across that network of projects and programs within the portfolio. And finally, establishing this new approach to benefits realization across all of the work that we're doing, linking the discrete benefits to one another and ensuring that we challenge ourselves to deliver tangible efficiencies rather than some of the historic trends that we've had where intangible efficiencies within individual programs have been consumed through reinvestments that have sometimes been opaque at the wider aggregated program level, and ensuring that overall the digital benefits that we deliver link to and support the achievement of the wider HSC business strategy. And my final thing that I wanted to share with you guys today is thinking about my first accountability around developing a new vision and strategy for how digital can support health and care in the region. You guys might be familiar with the current document, which is the e-health and care strategy developed in 2015 and launched in 2016. We are going to be replacing that. We had hoped to do it a little bit earlier than we are, although the last 14 months has been pretty busy for the DHCNI team as we've been running around and delivering a suite of new digital products and services in support of our pandemic activities. The best place to go for anyone, and this is entirely open and transparent, and anybody can get access to these documents. The best place to go to get a sense of in FY 21-22 what our strategic priorities are and how they have then influenced the establishment of the investment portfolio for the next 12 months is in the financial plan for FY 21-22. As I say, if you haven't had a chance to get a copy of that and look at it, then please ask for one and we'll supply it to you. There is a risk assessment that we've done against our financial plan for the next 12 months that will add some just additional colour to what we were able to develop over the kind of January, February, March timeframe as we were going through the approval processes for the financial plan for this current year. And that risk assessment will set out a little bit more of the strategic context. So those documents together, I think, will be really useful for anybody to get a sense of what we're saying today about our vision and our journey towards a roadmap and a blueprint that's executable for the 3 to 5 year horizon. The addendum, which is this risk assessment and more strategic context, that document is in draft and will be available in the coming days and weeks. The arrow here on the right hand side indicates that we are intending on doing the full vision and strategy development work. That's currently pitched to be a Q1 FY 21-22 activity, so this month and over the next couple of months, but that is going to be somewhat dependent on the continued burden that the pandemic puts on our team. If, for instance, we are going to be delivering things like COVID vaccination certification for international travel, that will be a new set of digital products and services that will continue to absorb time from the team. So with that context setting, I'm going to hand back to Katie and Leslie. I hope you guys enjoy the session today, and I hope you, like me, realize how important it is for enterprise portfolio management to be a real success for all of us, both in individual projects and programs and as a broader system for ourselves, our colleagues, our families, to get the best possible health and care services in the region. Thanks very much. Have a great time.